September ends. Summer has come and passed. The innocent can never last. Wake me up when September ends. Ring out the bells again, like we did when spring began. Wake me up when September ends. Hey, whoa. As my memory rusts, but never forgets what I lost. Wake me up, wake me up, wake me up when September ends. Christy, whoa. Summer has come and passed. The innocent can never last. Wake me up when September ends. Like my father's come to pass. 20 years has gone so fast. Wake me up when September ends. As my memory rusts, it never forgets what I lost. Wake me up, wake me up, wake me up when September ends. I don't like this, Christy, wake up! Put your faith in a miracle. Your confession will be crucified. Join the choir, we'll be singing. Like a dog that's been sodomized. All the white boys and the black girls. You're the soldiers of the new world. Celebrate for us, Christmas time of the year. As my memory rusts, it never forgets what I lost. Wake me up, wake me up when September ends. When September ends. Wake me up when September ends. Wake me up.
Welcome to the Friday Nights. I'm Jason Sandberg. Fellas, I had a fantastic week. Craig, there's some people in the back. Can you let them in? And I'm gonna vamp for a few minutes here. So, I had a fantastic Christmas. Very excited. Santa was very good to me. I got this beauty here.
Oh,
I got.
I do that too. I do that too.
Oh, that.
Nice.
So this is just released. This is volume 2 of the Nexus newspaper strips. So it's Steve the Dude Rude doing newspaper, like Sunday newspaper style vignettes of Nexus. And I've got the first one over there in my studio. This one just came out. Looking forward to reading it. So again, I am ending 2024 on a very high note. This is just beautiful, beautiful book. As always, I'm hard at work on Jupiter issue 2. Jupiter issue 1 is in demand on FundMyComic and IndieGoGo. On IndieGoGo, I am $140 away from cracking 10K. I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna do it.
Get him to 10K.
Get me to 10K.
Come
Get me
on.
to 10K.
Yeah,
But otherwise, issue 2 will be launching sometime in 2025. Craig,
yes.
Is Greenland part of Canada?
I heard it's up for sale. You know,
so
things for sale.
So when we annex Canada, does that mean we get you? Does it mean you get 10 senators, or is it 1 for the whole thing?
10.
2 for the whole thing.
Each of our provinces has to become a state. But yeah, we'll throw Greenland in for the deal. If you pay 17 trillion, we'll throw Greenland in. How's that?
It's a bargain. So you can work it off.
Craig, maybe Nova Scotia. Throw in Nova Scotia, and we'll call it a day.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, it's not too far from where I am. Yes.
There you go. Yeah.
Jason, could you just repeat how close are you to the 5 figures? How close are you?
140 American dollars. I'm at 9,860. I can do it, Arvid. I can do it. At this point, it's a foregone conclusion. Inertia and gravity are working in my favor. I'll get there before I launch issue 2. But I've gotten 3 or 4 backers just in the past week or so. So I'm on a roll. The algorithm's working for me. I'm making the rounds. It will happen. It will happen.
It's also pinned to the top of the chat, by the way, Soltac. So if anyone's hoping to push Jason this last $140 over the edge, he's so close. It's pinned right to the top of the chat. You don't have to look any further.
You get a license to meme, guys, and a Christmas card.
License to meme.
That's right. I love that stuff.
Absolutely.
So Craig, how was your Christmas? How was your Christmas?
My Christmas was fantastic. I had a wonderful Christmas. More importantly, my son had an amazing Christmas. So my son's 7 years old. He's got a Nintendo Switch, an Xbox One, and now he's got a PS5.
Wow.
So,
you're a good dad.
Oh, So I'm reading through The Atlantean again, Randy Zimmerman and Russ Leach, Arrow Comics, the greatest comic book company there is. And I'm just loving it. I'm loving, Chrome. As well as for giggles, somebody gave me that one.
Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong.
So it threw me a bad magazine.
There you go.
But yeah, wonderful, wonderful Christmas.
Nice. Lambissy, how was your Christmas?
He's muted.
Sorry about that. I had to unmute myself. My Christmas was fine. Spent some time with some family, had some good food. Then went right the hell back to the grind.
Yes.
I'm gonna put your channel stuff in the chat here.
Yeah. So I today alone I listed about 30 different T-shirts T-shirts that are also available in sweatshirts, 9 different mouse pads, and scheduled. I have a new YouTube called Nights of Lo-Fi where I do medieval lo-fi music as well as medieval lyrical music and reimagining of popular songs. For example, I have one that's the Pokemon theme song, and I'm scheduled all the way through the 17th right now and stuff. So I'm growing that as well, and I'm just constantly busy.
There you go.
Nice. What's your big move? What's your big plan for 2025? What are you going to do?
My big plan for 2025 is started to take some of the profit for myself because this entire year I have been all the profit reinvesting it back into my company and stuff. Second year, I'm going to take half the profit and start pocketing it, getting some savings. Third year, just restocking and occasionally getting new items. But my main goal is to become profitable this coming year. I mean, I've sold over 12,500 items this year, and I'm constantly growing. But I wouldn't be having the growth I had if I just rested on what I had before. I mean, I started just selling photo prints and stuff, and now I sell so many different things that people are interested in. One of my top sellers is desk mats and stuff, which I wouldn't have had if I didn't invest in it.
So those of you out there that are crowdfunders, reach out to Lambacy for tumblers and other things that he can do in terms of merch add-ons. He can help you out with that.
Oh yeah, I can make custom tumblers, custom metal prints, custom canvas prints. Case in point, this is one of my metal prints right here.
I'm gonna pull that up.
So made out of metal. I can make them in canvas.
Can you pull that back up
Yeah, hold
again?
it back up.
I just gave you full screen, sir.
What's your Twitter?
This is a canvas print right here.
Oh, nice.
This is a metal print.
Nice.
And I can do tumblers and everything as well. So I got a lot of things I can do, and I'm willing to work with you guys if you guys need help and stuff. So
I put his Twitter in the chat.
So
Hey,
I just want to say before we keep going, this is an actual special occasion because not since episode 54 have we had this gentleman join us on screen. So here is our long lost brethren.
Yo!
Yes.
What up, guys?
the prophecy has been foretold.
Listen. You don't know how much the prophecy has been foretold. This is now
Listen, I'm just here so I don't get
cast.
No.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Chris.
I know. I had to do it, and of course, it had to be absurd. So my dog ate the USB to my Halo light, so I have to sit in with regular light.
That's the problem man didn't have 20 years ago. Chris, all across the fruited plain, everybody in YouTube land is taking a sigh of relief that your background hasn't changed. You still have the ISOM. You still
It's
have all the
expanded.
posters up. It's wonderful to see you back in true form.
Heck yeah. Love
Chris
you.
Faction, I do not know how long you can stay. We're blessed by your presence. How was your Christmas?
Dude, it was awesome. It was fantastic. I couldn't have asked for a better Christmas. As most of y'all a long time know, my son lives in Germany and he got to come visit. So I got to spend like 3-4 days with him, and that was fantastic. Best Christmas present ever.
Nice. Chris, what do you have any plans for 2025? Any news you want to break? Any moves you're going to make for 2025? What should the people know?
You know what? I like living in the real world, and I love all you guys, but I gotta be around the people I can touch.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Bunny, how was your Christmas?
Bunny. Yo, T-Bone!
Oh, it's been pretty good so far. Yeah. What's up, man?
The delayed reaction.
I got this the other day.
Look at that.
Hey, I recognize that.
I know that
the
book.
other
I
day.
recognize that.
Dude,
Yeah, got that one.
I literally just hung a phenomenal print on this wall today.
Oh, hold on. I gotta.
Yeah, you got that.
You guys are making me work.
Okay.
Well, what? There you go. Here's your walls up.
Oh man, I don't.
With,
Jeez.
with that.
Of course, I'm on mushrooms, so you know. Like,
I'll take your word for it. It's all right.
yeah, it's somewhere in there. I don't know. It's
Very
crazy.
Cool, very cool. All right, we're gonna make sure he doesn't break the camera too low.
Yeah, listen, man. The print's not worth more than the camera, but thank you.
Wearing pants.
There you go. There you go.
Just, I don't know if this is a question or an elevator pitch. Has there been a horror movie yet that takes place during like a live stream where people see something in the other people's cameras and like
I
they
think
can't
so.
see it? And then,
Yes.
has that happened? Okay.
Unfriended was the name of the film. Apparently, it was very bad, but maybe there could be a good one at some point. But that one, it wasn't a slasher, I don't think. So a slasher could be fun with that premise. But like basically, from what I got, is because I watched reviews of it because I'm like, I'm not watching this garbage. And it was basically like apparently someone dies and then they're hacking them through their ghost powers.
What?
That checks out.
And making them, I guess, like one of them puts their hand in a blender because the ghost makes them.
What?
And
Oh, wow.
yeah, that's
That's not
the yeah.
That's the premise.
Apparently, it's not very good.
Somebody funded that.
Well, I think because
Sounds
all
like
they
high
had to do was
school.
get people to be on like a Zoom call for like 2 hours, and like, all right, we'll edit that. We'll do something.
Yeah.
All right. So
Oh no.
so Vaughn, how was your Christmas, Vaughn?
It was good. It was good. I was like, oh, what do I want for Christmas? And then I was looking at business expenses. I'm like, I help with that actually. Like I was like, oh, bags and board, like all these little things that added up to like, oh, convention table. I'm like, those are like gifts. But I got like a few video games, but outside of that, that's basically it. Is just investing in the future. I got a new book that I'm crowdfunding, but I was like, I also I'm sitting on some merchandise, maybe get the word out there. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm getting ready to hit conventions next year. So, but it was fun. I watched It's a Wonderful Life again. I finally watched Gremlins. I'm sorry it took me so long.
Phoebe Cates in that, isn't she?
She's very good looking in that movie.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, Vaughn.
It took me too long. I'll confess, a few too many years. But I had a list, and I was
finally, at 13 years old, Vaughn finally saw Gremlins.
Yes, I saw that. I've been meaning to watch. Like, I know Die Hard 2 is a Christmas movie, but every time I just end up. That's what I mean. Every time I end up going back to, I'm like, well, why don't I just watch Die Hard, the one that everyone likes? So I've never watched Die Hard 2. I'm sure it's fine, but every time I'm about to watch it, I just would rather watch Die Hard.
Yeah.
There's a Christmas tree. There's a Christmas tree up in the Rambo First Blood. It's up in the sheriff's station, so therefore it's a Christmas movie.
And there are lights at the end too.
Wouldn't any movie that takes place over the span of an entire year be a Christmas movie then?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, Rambo doesn't take place over a year, does it?
No, but if a movie takes
like,
place over the course of a year, a Christmas has transpired. Therefore,
Right, exactly.
Anything with
All roads lead to Christmas.
Anything with a flashback theoretically would cross the timeline would cross over Christmas.
Well, I think that the key would be that the plot has to be integral to Christmas, which is why there are movies you could argue are not a Christmas movie. Like you could argue Rambo is not, right? You could. But Die Hard literally is like every time because it came up at the table and people go, "Isn't that the controversy?" I said, "It's not a controversy. It's a Christmas movie." And they go, "Well, there's some people that say it's not." I'm like, "What's their argument?" Like, I don't know because it doesn't seem Christmas. I'm like, "Why is he going to the hotel?"
But did you
I have
a
whole movie,
right?
The whole plot.
Thank you, Vaughn.
Before the terrorists enter the
Taking
film,
a stand.
It starts with him going to see his
Nakatomi
wife
Plaza was decorated. How is it decorated?
Right.
Yeah, but also another Christmas movie, Child's Play. Child's Play is a Christmas movie. He gets Chucky for Christmas.
My position on it is that whenever I hear people talking about whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie, I want to pull my goddamn eyes out. Because the sun is going to consume this planet one day, and you are taking up my time by talking about whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it's a waste of time. We all agree. And there's people that are wrong.
My take on it, to those who don't think that Die Hard is a Christmas movie, my response back is, listen, you have all the Hallmark movies, you have all the Rankin and Bass movies. Give the guys some little island of sanity during the holiday season where they can sit around and watch something that they like. Therefore, it is a holiday movie. But Vaughn,
I've got a
watch
hotter
Hans
take
fall
than
from the
Die Hard.
Nakatomi Plaza.
Gremlins is a Christmas movie.
Oh, so wait, Nakatomi Plaza. That means Die Hard is a Japanese cinema?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
It is all the things.
So Vaughn, we've all read Phenomenova. Loved it.
Thank you.
When is issue 2 launching?
The pressure's on, man, because now it's like everyone liked it. They're like, you got to do it again. I'm like, oh god. But issue 2 is launching a week from today, January 3rd, because I was like, no one else is launching on January 3rd, and I figured I'd make it a 60-day campaign. It's a cheaper book. It's less than half the price, less than half the page count. It's a 24-page book, and it's continuing my main character's journey. So
nice. And then have you hit up Craig? Are you coming back on the show to promote?
Oh, I'd love to. Yeah. We're going. What day did we decide on? I think end of the next month, right?
You are 31st of
yeah.
Nice.
31st of January.
Guys, I keep forgetting I'm on mushrooms and shit. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Chris, I do miss the voicemails I used to get from you. So
Yeah,
you can
absolutely.
make your New Year's resolution to leave me off your rocker of voicemails. Arvid, Merry Christmas. What was the highlight of your Christmas, Arvid?
Yeah, frohes Fest und guten Rutsch. Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely.
That was German, by the way, and that's all the German I'll be speaking tonight.
Sounded angry.
Yeah, I know it does. I know. Yeah, it always sounds angry when you talk in
I
German.
mean, that's how German always sounds.
Yeah, I had a great Christmas. Thanks for asking. It was great. Lovely time with the family. I made pineapple upside down cake. Turned out great. Nobody ate it, so I ended up eating the whole thing. So
Okay, guys, now I'm hungry. So
yeah, do you want some
I love
pineapple
you.
upside down cake? I have a little left over. In the
That was the
fridge.
trigger word.
Yep.
Well, thank you. For
Oh,
joining.
not even a goodbye. Oh.
He's like
He'll be back.
man of mystery. He's gonna go take care of some stuff. He might be back. Arvid, I got a notification that something got shipped to me from
It
you.
did.
Is that true?
Jason, by the way, it did. Thank you for all the orders you placed too. I really appreciate that.
I ordered 11 copies. Here's my rationale.
I know,
One copy's for
I
me.
was like, okay, I love
One
to hear
copy's
it.
for me.
Very specific.
And then I've always got a plan. And the other 10, I'm gonna make them as like a little I'm gonna make like an add-on tier for the next Jupiter, so that there's like a special limited edition 10 tier where it's like Friday nights books, books of our friends. So I'm gonna buy some from Craig and buy some from other people. Just kind of make a little tier there.
That's
So
awesome.
I'm gonna
Awesome idea. I
flip
put
your
some
book.
extra little stuff in there for you too.
I'm gonna
And
flip
Craig,
your
yours
book.
is coming too. Both you guys got some. I got some extra special stuff. Some we didn't talk about in the campaign. So
Thank you
some
for the
extra
Christmas
special
card, by the way. That was so cute.
incredible.
You are very
that was
welcome.
awesome. Yeah, that was so.
Yeah, I'm gonna
cool,
have to steal this
Jason.
for next year. I'm like,
Yeah.
Let's we're all like very high tech with our YouTubing and all that stuff. Let's keep it real. Let's start a tradition of Christmas cards. Let's make it tangible.
love
Let's make it a
Look,
tradition.
all I was
I'm
thinking
down.
when I got my Christmas card is, oh my God, someone besides my grandpa actually cares.
that's
Right.
good.
Totally. No,
I'm like,
Jason,
I thought I was a forgotten link.
So
Jason,
Arvid,
I can't stay much longer, but I just want to say that Christmas card is awesome.
yeah.
Jupiter's awesome. Soltac is awesome.
Thank you.
Phenomenova.
All right.
Everything you guys are doing. JP,
Thank
pencils down. I can't wait to read that. It is such a august company I'm with here.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Moxie, you're the only one. Moxie, do you have a comic?
I don't.
Okay,
Sorry.
well,
Get started.
I hang out with a lot of people that read comics,
Okay,
make comics. So I'm in the club. I'm adjacent.
so
Excellent.
she's fantastic. I came across she followed Neurotic, so she kind of knew about comics,
Mhm.
and we're making the rounds, and she can talk about her gaming channel. But she's fantastic, and I highly recommend. At some point, you should have him on one of your shows. Arvid is a hoot. Arvid, what is your plan for 2025? What are you going to do?
I'm going to finish my second novel for the Band of the Crow. We're going to get another crowdfunding campaign out, and we're going to fulfill this one. So I am just super excited for 2025. I think 2024 was awesome. I think 2025 is going to be
Mhm.
even better.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
better. I am
And-
so pumped.
And when you finish the book, is it going to be a hardcover graphic novel?
We're talking about pricing it out. One place we went to, we have had a lot of issues with. We're looking for printers like locally, so I can go down and like look at the galleys locally and do like the quality control. I went to 2 printers. I had pretty big problems with both of them. So I'm looking at another local printer. So that's another major goal for 2025. Finding a reliable printer to get the album done. It all depends on the cost. There's a printer, there's a larger one. I don't want to like bore you. Actually, this is actually probably of interest to everyone here because they're all publishers. They have an in-house bindery, so that might make hardcover economically viable.
Yeah.
But the cost for doing hardcover, it was like $20 per copy, like to print it. It's just like, forget about it.
Printing costs are going up, dude. Like I checked, and then I was like, oh, let me innocent me. I'm priced everything. Let's check my campaign numbers. Surely the numbers wouldn't have gone up. I'm just double checking. Up 15%.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Dang.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be worse. You could be StreamYard.
Right.
Yeah.
StreamYard's
thing
bad
is-
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
there's an
here's
explanation for that in Jupiter, actually. There's that great little scene in Jupiter where he goes over like economics and the inefficiencies of of inflation and governmental monetary policy. It's just such a great little part, Jason.
Thank you. I appreciate that shout out to Jupiter. Here's my life hack for StreamYards. When they sent me the notification they were gonna like triple the rate or whatever,
Right.
I hit cancel. And then they said, hold on. What if we keep you at $20 a month for the next year? And so I said, okay. So give that a shot. If StreamYards is
Yeah, I'm
gouging
no
you,
longer subscribed to StreamYards anyways and stuff. So, but I was considering getting StreamYard back, and then that came out. I'm like, yeah, no, that.
Forget about it.
so Arvid, stick around as long as you can. It's great to be here. We're all looking forward to getting the Band of Crone in the mail. JP, how was your Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
it was-
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go
I've
ahead.
got to go collapse right now because I'm getting up at the crack of dawn to do more fulfillment. So,
Sounds
Happy New
good.
Year's.
I'll try to drop in on your Sunday show.
actually, we don't do that show anymore. It's
Oh,
just-
okay.
Enjoy your crack, Arvid.
But so less traffic, less competition though, because this is one of my favorite shows. I love what you guys do here. Seriously, y'all keep it
Yeah,
positive.
Friday
keep it
nights is
fresh.
one of my favorite shows I
It's
went
awesome.
on. I recommend it to like everyone. When
guys
they're
are
like,
the
"Oh,
best.
Vaughn, what shows to get on?" I'm always like Friday
Yeah.
nights.
Thank you,
Totally.
guys.
After my
fun.
show, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. That's what Craig and I set out to do. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Be well, everyone. Have a wonderful.
Take
New
care,
Year.
Arvid.
Okay. Be
You
well.
too.
Okay, JP, you little curmudgeon. How was your Christmas?
Oh, it was wonderful. I mean, the best part of Christmas is always when we watch Muppet Christmas Carol, which Aldous and I talked about on the gutter or
Yep.
on the witching hour a couple of days ago. My wife got me like my first proper chef's knife. It's like Japanese steel.
Ooh.
So looking forward to,
Cutting
seriously injuring myself with that. Yeah. we
Don't
just kinda-
don't put it in the dishwasher.
No. I need to get a.
Are you admitting that you're planning on committing seppuku?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes. It's a big announcement.
Okay.
I wanted to,
I
make sure
brought
that
the
you
son
guys
around
were
my
all
family.
here.
Or
Save
cut
the
and
date.
sushi, whichever comes first. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. In Nakatomi Plaza.
Mm.
But yeah, we didn't travel anywhere. We just kind of chilled, watched football, ate ham. Good times.
Did you have a favorite besides the knife? Any other favorite? Did you get any books for Christmas?
Well, I did just get in The Splash from Skunk.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to digging into that. I got a couple books by what the hell's that guy's name? Bob Mortimer, which nobody here probably knows who I'm talking about. He's like a British comedian. My wife got me the best T-shirt. It has two football players named Cooper DeJean and Reed Blankenship on it, and they're both white cornerbacks, and it just says "exciting white."
What?
That's wild.
What projects do you have in the barrel for 2025? Which
Why
would be
not?
on the lookout for?
Okay, so Noirlum 2 is coming out probably in the first quarter. That's going to be put out by my publisher, Marcosia.
Okay.
And then Eudaimonia 3 I'm also working on. I published a free story on Global Comics, like a preview story. So if you go over to my Twitter, it's the pinned comment. You can go read it for free. But I also did like a kind of mixed media video version of it, and I posted it to my YouTube channel also today. So plenty of good stuff to check out. It's gonna have different artists for almost every story. So for example, Rich Ayala did a story, Jose Garcia did a story.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's just a bunch of like kind of short story vignettes, but are still keeping with a lot of the themes from Eudaimonia 1 and 2.
Okay. When Norlum 2 gets closer to the street, the street date, connect with Craig and we can have you on. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do about that. If I'm just gonna, because I don't know, like I did the Zippo lighter for campaign 1. If I'm gonna do something promotional, and that way I can kind of sell signed copies with some kind of cool promotional item through a campaign or not. But yeah, I'll definitely have to keep you all in mind.
Okay. Belmont, did the baby come yet?
No,
When's the due date, man?
February 16th.
Right, just after Valentine's Day. Right after Valentine's Day. Justin, how was your Christmas?
Pretty good.
What was the highlight? What was your favorite present? Brag a little bit.
I got a Coast to Coast membership.
Coast to Coast. What is that? Help
Is
me
that the conspiracy radio show?
Sure is.
Wow.
Dude, you can get all the Art Bell you can get all the Art Bell like for free. You don't need to go get Coast to Coast. So what comes with the Coast to Coast membership?
I have access to George Norrie anytime.
Nice.
No, the reason why I get it is because you after the show airs, you can listen to it the next day on the app. You can't do that unless you have a membership.
Justin, what is your favorite? What's your favorite thing that George Norrie kind of has the scoop on that hasn't percolated down to the mainstream news yet?
You got to listen to the show, man. It's all kinds of crazy shit. Time travel.
Time travel. Tell me more.
They don't want to talk conspiracies with me, man. I also got a new belt.
New belt?
Yeah, 2 new belts. One of them's reversible.
Like a kid, like the kids' karate class, or
no? I need a new belt. That's something the guys don't buy for themselves. They don't buy socks, underwear, or belts.
Underwear. Yeah.
When I was a kid and stuff, I would have got mad at a new belt, socks, underwear, anything else like that as a gift. Now it's like, ooh,
things I need.
Yeah, that was my transition this year. It was like, oh, actual business expenses instead of just like whatever the cool new thing is. I'm like, oh yeah.
After Christmas, I had a whole complete wardrobe that was brand new. That was exciting.
See, I don't get there yet. I'm not excited about clothes yet.
Hey, Craig,
I'm not
was it
there.
sleeveless?
I'm not that old.
Right.
I still get excited by
I'll get more gifts
Vaughn,
tomorrow.
when a loved one gets you a quarter fleece, you're basically you got one foot in the grave.
Oh man! All right, well I'm not there yet. Well, I don't think so. I didn't get it this year at least, so I'm alive. I'm good.
But
Justin, how much art is left on Pencils Down?
Pencils Down is 2.5 pages left because he just did the pencils on a page, so he's finishing up that one. Then 2 more to go. Then his cover. So we are about 75%.
Nice.
And then what do you have planned after you fulfill that? What do you have planned next for 2025?
I'm gonna be a dad.
Yeah,
that's pretty big.
Then I'm gonna work on small spots too.
Nice.
In between changing diapers.
Yeah,
So many diapers.
That becomes a full-time job. Moxie, how was your Christmas?
Mellow, the way I like it. We don't go too crazy or anything on the holidays. It's just like if we can just be like left alone and like have the fire going because it's cold this time of year, even in California. Just mellow, enjoyed the time, watched some vintage television marathons, and kept it simple. So
nice. What was your favorite gift or your favorite memory from this past Christmas?
My husband got me the cat. Okay. Trigun, the Neko kitty, the black cat that's kind of like in the background. I had his head. It was a pillow back like 20 years ago. And I don't know what the heck happened to that thing, but I was surprised with a brand new, refurbished or lightly used from eBay, I'm thinking. Another one. So that's been really exciting. It's great cuddle size. It's sleeping size.
No, you can't go wrong on Kuroneko Sama. That's the Trigun cat name. Sorry, anime. It's what I do.
You are my go-to. You are my go-to advisor on anime. So Tiny but Fierce, she has the link. She might show up. I don't know how much longer you can stick around, but she might show up and join us. And Diesel might as well.
He might as well be on my show. Both of them were on my last Star Trek table read of the script read for The Big Goodbye. We're doing Cupid we're doing the We Are Not Merry Men episode on Sunday. So that's going to be lots of fun.
Nice. So, if you wouldn't mind, put your links in the private chat, and then we'll kind of post them and spread them around. All right. So, for those of you that need to bow out, just let us know. You can duck out. But Craig, this is our opportunity to look back at some of the crazy stories from 2024, and to have our guests chime in and kind of give their 2 cents worth on the craziness of the past year. Do you have your slides ready?
I do, but before I do that, I want to go through the chat really quickly while I can. So first off, you were first, Jason, but I've skipped over you. So Always Fresh is a friend of mine going back like 20, 25 years. He's also a 3D printer, a retired vet. I'm trying to get him to come on our show because, like I say, he's a 3D printer. So thank you for popping by, Always Fresh. We'll see if we can get him as a guest. You can get all kinds of dirt. He knows all the stories. He's seen me led away in handcuffs. It'd be interesting. Digital Aboriginal joining us. So what's going on? And then a lot of dispute over the Green Day intro. I just threw that in for fun. Like I said, I'm running out of intros.
Well, thank you for highlighting some of the lesser known Green Day albums. I think everybody appreciates that.
Yes. Rabbit Hole. Technically, it's Mariah Green Day. That's right. I thought the same thing. So. Vulcan's joining us. Good evening, gents. I haven't seen Jackknife. I'm kind of concerned. We're going to have to send a call up to Jackknife. Frost Comics. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to you as well.
I know Frost.
Damn it, I accidentally pressed enter.
Here's Arvid's handle if anyone wants to subscribe to Crowdfire Studios.
Oh, mine. Let me throw mine in there too. Then I'm 25 away from my next self-imposed. You ever see a number that's like, there's like a cooler looking number? I'm close to 1,200, which is better than 1.17. So I want if I can get that 1.2. That'll.
I hated that they added the decimal point.
I know, and it bothers me.
You have to click on Studio every time you want to check it. If you're anal retentive, like.
It's in case I don't have enough OCD. I do that. I've done it multiple times. I'll be honest, during this stream, I've been like, well, okay, once during this stream, but like, I'm like, I'll be like, I check.
Hi.
Hello.
What's going on?
So, or happy early New Year.
Yeah, exactly. So, Missy, what was the best part? How was your Christmas? What was the best part of your Christmas?
It was very good. I made a 20-pound turkey and it came out perfect.
Nice.
So
nice.
Great.
Any favorite gifts? Any other favorite moments from Christmas?
It was just me and the boyfriend. So he did get me a new computer. So
nice.
We're setting it up this week. So I don't have a potato anymore, which is nice.
That's good.
How are all of you doing? I hope you all had a good holiday.
Yeah, we had a good Christmas. I got the PDF of your comic, and I haven't put on my iPad yet, but I will certainly read that. What do you have planned later for 2025? What's the next thing that we should be on the lookout for?
Definitely book 2. Book 2 pages are already not penciled completely, but roughed out. And I'll be trying to put out a free comic as well.
Okay.
So yeah,
nice.
A lot. That caught me off guard. I was like, oh crap, what am I doing next year?
All right, stick around. Craig's going through the chat, and then we're going to look at some news stories from 2024.
Double Flyer is on his show, by the way. I got one more backer.
Nice.
I hadn't had a backer in like a couple months, so went on Double Flyer's show and. How dear back me. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Oh,
so
nice. How is good people.
Yes.
Double Flyer, by the way, if you're looking for guests, I could use backers. No, but this I always am ambitious. I'm like, I'm gonna launch this many campaigns this year. So I'm aiming for 2. Well, realistically, in my head, I'm like, oh, I could get like 4. And I'm like, probably no, I can't.
You never know until you try, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But you also know when you're in the hole, and you're like.
So my humble advice is until the turnaround is done in terms of the larger economy, keep focusing on the Phenomenova and bringing a good quality book and building readership. and then when people are flush with cash, it'll be easier to run multiple campaigns.
That's what I think. Yeah. I think I'm going to do Phenomenova. I have a short story collection that I'm doing. Any like open for writers to submit as well. That way I don't have to pay too much for art every page. It could just be words, which is great.
You go.
It's money.
Matt Barr's joining us.
Hey Matt,
Hello,
Merry
Matt.
Christmas.
And
Matt.
I don't know if he changed his handle or not, but Animaniacs. Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is? Anime.
Anime.
I mean, I do anime, and I thought it was a perfect name, and everyone
name.
still gets it wrong.
Yeah.
I have to correct people all the time. I get people in my chat on whatnot all the time, like getting it wrong, and I'm just like, "What the hell, man?" I thought I was clever. Apparently, I was too clever.
I think I mentioned Frost, but I'll bring up again Frost
Oh,
Comics.
hey, Frost Comics. Nice.
That's everyone that's in the chat and everyone that's on the panel. So perfect. So I'll bring up our topics. So this is going to be we're going to have to try to fly through this because I did find a topic for every month of 2024. They weren't all topics on the show. One of my resolutions, I think, for the Friday nights in 2025 is try not to skip the big topics because it's just gonna. But here we go. So,
but dude, by the time Friday comes around, all the big topics are talked to death, dude.
I know.
Bye, Felicia.
But so the very first January, we kicked off January 2024. This one from the BBC. This is how we knew 2024 was going to be a bit of a doozy. Claudine Gay resigned as Harvard's university president. So if everyone doesn't remember the scandal with her, she was caught plagiarism. Her far leftist, Marxist views.
What? At
it's
university?
Yeah. How can you be the president of
Whoever would
Harvard?
have seen this.
Craig, refresh my memory. Is she the one that said she said you can advocate for genocide, you just can't commit genocide on campus? Was that what
To that effect? Yeah.
That's
Oh my
one.
God.
That be the girl.
That's some mental gymnastics right there.
I would like to
in front of Congress.
I'd like to announce that I do not have an opinion on this, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that if you search for Noirlum, my book, you can buy it from the Harvard bookstore. And so
got it. Duly noted.
Hojo
Moving
jumped
on.
in the chat. I don't know if you caught that.
So we take over by having one's comic be in the Harvard bookstore.
That'll do it.
Right. That's right. Well, I think the fact that JP, the fact that you're in Barnes and Nobles, I think that's a greater testament to America than the fact that you're in the Harvard bookstore.
Oh yeah, I mean both are. Yeah, I know, but I mean like in conversation, just telling people like, oh yeah, you can buy it at Harvard. It's like just walking into a room and dropping your dick on the table.
I mean,
Vaughn,
I guess so.
Vaughn, when I was in high school, my principal told me that Mr. Sandberg, you're pretty smart, but you're just not Harvard material. Should I have taken that as a compliment?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Yes,
this
I
is-
guess so.
I would have just checked off other and reapplied.
Dude, I went to college in Boston, a different college, but there was some interesting controversies there too. With my headmaster saying some very questionable stuff, but that's really par for the course in university. Is the truth of the matter is.
Yeah.
It's taken quite the turn. We are joined by John's Lawn Box. John, how was your Christmas, sir?
Good. I'm wearing my second favorite Christmas present of all time. This
Nice.
this lumberjack robe.
That looks very cozy.
Oh my God, so comfortable.
Was that the best? Did you get any comic books? Any graphic
No,
novels?
it's just my wife and I. We're the only ones who exchange presents, and she knows not to get me any board games or comic books because she doesn't know what I like.
There you go.
I always tell her to get me stuff that I wouldn't get myself. I got her a laptop, and she got me this robe.
Aw.
Nice. I read Heroic Tales. I greatly enjoyed it. I love the fact that I love the fact that it's like jumping into the deep end of a pool. the existing world building. Enjoyed it, so I'm looking forward to the next one, sir. So
yeah, dude, you did great. You really because you kept it simple, but every time you introduce a character, it's like, oh yeah, I could, yeah, why not?
You'll be
Got
happy.
him right here.
I'm launching issue number 2 January 3rd.
Well, I gotta bring.
Are you?
Tiffany up.
You're messing with me, right? Okay, because this happened last time. John and I,
you go, T-Bunny.
two campaigns in a row. We were gonna do the same date.
Too
And
late.
Oh no!
No,
There you go. Okay,
Great
I'll bring it up
minds
again.
think
Just
alike.
gotta give me time. There you go.
I might. I'm probably going to launch at the end of January.
sounds good.
Issue number
Yeah.
2.
So what I loved about it is that it was a form world with lots of going on, but I never felt lost. So good job. And you'll have to come back on obviously when you're campaigning for issue 2.
Cool. I'm glad you like. That's my biggest thing. Is like, yeah. Of course, I want you to like the comic, but like, I ask all my normie friends, who just buy it because they're friends with me. Like, did you understand it? Were you confused?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I don't mean to be mean, but I think in our sphere, I think the biggest problem with the comics is storytelling.
Oh, I agree.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Vaughn, your comic, I was never
Absolutely.
confused.
Yeah.
Jupiter, I was only confused when I was supposed to be confused.
I might use that as a blurb for promo blurb. I love it.
But I love Jupiter.
Yeah, no, I agree. Coherent. I mean, one of the hallmarks of amateur writing is when you don't know what's going on, but it's not in the way where it's like, ooh, it's mysterious. In a way, it's like, what are you doing, dude?
Or they're not talking like normal people talk.
Oh, that
and
too?
you're reading
Yeah,
that
yeah.
and you're like, what? Yeah.
That bothers.
Even the one bad review I got, they actually said I was never confused and I understood everything that was going on. So
yeah,
I consider that a good review.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it just doesn't jive with people, which is
Yeah.
better than them saying it's crap. It's like, yeah, it was good, just not my thing.
Yeah,
I
that's
rather
an-
that.
I had some criticisms, but no one told me that like they might say this part confused me a little. I didn't get this, but they won't be like the story makes no sense. They'll be like, I wish the story had more of this. Which the best almost criticism is, I wish there was more of X or Y, and it's like that I like because it's like you want more.
Yeah, I like.
If
I
people
like-
say something is really confusing, if you just respond to them by saying good, then you're David Lynch. Easy.
Perfect.
It's funny that you said that because I have a love hatred with David Lynch. I'm like, I love his movies, but but sometimes they just don't tie together. And like, did you see Lost Highway? Like, could
I've
anybody?
only seen a few of those movies. I haven't seen.
I swear
I like
he
the
does it on
soundtrack to
purpose,
that.
though.
Yeah.
I
He
saw
does it
a
on
few.
purpose.
I saw a few minutes of Eraserhead with my friends, and then we were like, "It's not that kind of night." When the chickens started when the chickens started doing the thing, I was like, "Dude, I just want to have a late now." Like we were like, "Listen, this is very intriguing, but it's like tonight's not the night. This is too much." And we just put on something like I don't know.
Yeah, you have to be in a special mindset to watch a David Lynch film.
It was like he's taking the chick to dinner, and the chickens start doing whatever the fuck they're doing, and isn't the dad like he's like looking at her like this, and I'm like, what the hell is happening? But I liked it.
But one thing you got to remember that in heaven everything is fine.
Yes.
Well, I did for Christmas. I left a cookies out for Santa, and I left a plate of black coffee out for David Lynch. JP, did David Lynch come to your house on Christmas Eve?
Also in the past.
You also got to leave cigarettes out and some whiskey for John McClane.
That's right.
Oh
That's
my
right.
Mhm.
So John's long box. I got a question for you.
Sure.
Yay.
The Grinch. Grinch lands on a house, and he's going to go down the chimney, and John McClane is there. Who wins?
Oh shit.
I've never actually
Society.
seen the Grinch kill anybody, and I have seen John McClane actually kill.
Oh, case closed.
So, the Grinch
I don't
got
know.
thwarted.
The Grinch's stench might be a pretty equalizer there. So
I don't know what are the Grinch's feet? He couldn't pull the
Stink.
without a
Stunk.
dog. So there you go. John McClane did everything on his own.
There you go.
yeah. All right.
All right, Craig. So this was the January topic. What was the
Yes.
February topic?
So moving it on to February of 2024 here. This one came from The Guardian. Go
You
figure.
just can't help yourself.
Yes. Humpback sex photographed for first time, and both whales were male. So the startling revelation of.
I'm glad I
Stephen
waited
Wales.
till the end of that sentence before I made my joke.
Was this
Yay,
a Netflix?
Wills.
Is this a Netflix
Lovely.
adaptation?
Yeah, it must be.
Can you imagine?
I think the most offensive thing about this article
It's from The
is
Guardian.
that on
What do
the
you
very
expect?
top it says, fund independent journalism for $13 a month.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being that photographer though? Like you're so excited to capture this moment, and then you're like, oh.
I want to know.
Have you guys ever been whale watching before?
No.
I've always wanted to.
I want to, but I'm
mean,
scared
I
to.
have.
I don't want to. I want to be in the boat. I don't want to be.
I
In
mean,
the
have
water.
you
Yeah,
visited
in
my
the
high
boat, in the
school?
boat.
But the
Yeah,
whale's
it's
gonna
fine.
knock over the boat. I don't trust the whale.
So I
Well,
went
they
for
are called
fifth grade.
humpback whales.
They
I mean, come on.
are. So I was in 5th grade and we went on a whale watching because I
Brokeback
lived close enough
whales.
to the ocean. Then there were whales mating, and they explained to us there were 3 of them because it required 3 of that particular kind of whale. I can't remember which one. I could have sworn it was humpback, but it must not have been. But it required 3 of them, one to kind of hold up the
Oh my god.
other with the
Oh.
assist. So that was something to learn
Oh.
at 10.
I want to know.
Hey,
if
you know,
involved-
teamwork makes the dream work.
As
Is
long
this
as they don't
involved-
make eye contact, that's all that matters. I think.
It's like the bouncer for the soaking thing that I've heard about.
Yeah.
Never
Remember
mind.
the episode of King of the Hill with the dolphins? We're like, oh,
Dolphins. Yikes.
Does this involve the blowhole?
Oh boy.
Yeah,
damn
something
it,
like that.
dolphin! I told you to spit in your hand first.
Moving on.
Oh no! Oh no!
So moving on to merch. That sounds like a good idea because we got to get through 12 of these. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So March's big story of 2024 was rock legend. I can't pronounce his name. You guys name there, Jason.
John Cougar Freud Corndog Mellencamp.
That's right. That's the one. He clashes with a heckling
John
crowd.
Mellencamp.
And then he walks off stage. It's one of my biggest shorts on YouTube. So thank you for that, John. Yeah. So I don't know. Some more exciting things for John Cougar Mellencamp in 2025. We shall see.
Let me ask you this, guys. What would you do if you hired a plumber and your plumber comes in, puts down the tools, and starts telling you to vote for so and so?
Get out.
Yeah.
Question: is the plumber G. Gordon Liddy?
But you know what I mean? Like, dude, you're hired for a service. Whether that service
Well, if you have a Ouija board, maybe.
I'm an electrician. I don't get to go and tell people my politics, when I'm doing work on the house.
I want to say, I got a meeting. I'll just touch base with you in a few minutes. Like, that's awkward.
Frost wants to know how cheap is the plumber. If it's affordable, I'll listen to your politics. Yeah.
Lambasy, did this all start with Sting? Can we blame Sting for this activism
We
rock?
can blame Sting for everything.
I mean, I don't know and stuff. All
I
I know is
think
I'm old
no,
enough
I
to
think
watch
it
Rage
started
Against the
with,
Machine
Bono.
start raging for the machine.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
weren't
there you go.
they always like super? Like, and I like some Rage Against the Machine songs, but I mean, weren't they always like that?
Well, the irony with Rage Against Machine is they were like against Mitt Romney. Like, we got to fight the power. Like, give me a break,
I've been calling them get paid by the machine since they came out.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you guys are on Electra Records? Isn't Electra owned by a General Electric that is the biggest arms manufacturer in the world? Dude, you guys are really fighting the machine there.
Listen, all I know is that the world was a better place when we had a bunch of boy bands out there.
I can't argue with that.
Tell it to my heart.
Whether you like boy bands or not is a different story, but it was still a better place.
Interesting.
Because I want it that
I-
way.
I have Taylor Swift 1989 double vinyl, and I don't give a crap. I'll tell whatever.
JP, I highly recommend the Ryan Adams cover of the 1989 album. He covered the whole album. I highly recommend it.
Ryan Adams or Brian Adams?
Ryan Adams.
Oh, okay. Very different.
He covered the whole album. I highly recommend it. All right, Craig, we will continue to keep our eye on John Cougar Freud Corndog Mellencamp and his antics. What's the next
And his
what's the next
TDS.
news? What's the next news story we're going to look back on?
So moving on to April of 2024 was this.
Oh,
Behold, the
I was on for this.
Terminator. Yes, the world's first flamethrower
What
robot.
a great idea!
I was on this one. This was great. This is a great story. I remember applying for this show, and I had no context. And it was like, "Hey, this is your research for the week." I'm like, "What?"
Yes.
I just like how it says the price tag of $9,420 with free shipping in the U.S. By the way, well, damn, for that much money, I better get free shipping.
Yeah.
How much is the shipping going to be? Another $1,000.
So, do they include everything to go with the flamethrower, or do you have to buy like?
No, batteries not included.
Are you kidding me?
See, that's where
Flames
it
not
comes from.
included.
In what makes this a dog?
It has 4 legs.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I
all
mean,
I
yeah,
can
but like,
think of.
so does my dining
I mean,
room
to
table.
be fair,
I
it's got the
call it a
same
dog.
attitude as
Oh.
a Chihuahua.
I wonder because they're probably trying to see it
Except
as
the
like
Chihuahua
man's
can't
best
shoot
friend.
30-foot flames out of its butt.
I
Unless you feed
mean,
it Taco Bell.
I was going to say.
It's man's best
The
friend. They're
Kira
trying
Taco
to
Bell.
they're trying to say they're friendly robots by doing that.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they're easing us in. Nah,
Yeah.
that'll do it.
It's a mental trick. It's less dangerous than the average pit bull. I'd rather have a pit bull than that.
But this was
Yeah,
this was the start of the robots. So obviously, Tesla's working on an Optimus. They were showing us these robot dogs. China's got one. They hooked a machine gun up to, as well as they're hooking machine guns up to drones. We're not very far away from having robots with guns.
They send those out to the rural community. We'll find out if you can eat them. So
There you go.
John's long
barbecue
box.
that bitch.
John's
I
long
will
box.
say one thing: it does have an advantage. And finally, just like in Austin Powers and stuff, it has laser beams attached to its head.
Oh, freaking lasers.
John's long box. Do you think the proposition of droid armies? Do you think this makes warfare in the future more likely or less likely? What are your
More
thoughts?
likely. I think more likely because psychologically, who cares if it's just robots? You know, like we're going to send out an army of drones to fight China's army of drones. You know, it's not as psychologically destructive as people going into, you know what I mean? Like the commanders and stuff like that could justify war easier than sending 17-year-old boys out to fight. So I think we're closer to war than we've ever been before. What do you think? Was that the right answer?
I like that answer. I like that answer.
No, John, it's not the right answer. You're not being drafted into war.
Oh,
any
war that needs me
plus
is
all the 17-year-olds are morbidly obese these days anyway.
Set an alarm for 4 a.m., John.
Isn't it like 70% of Americans are no longer eligible for the military due to health reasons at this point?
RFK is going to turn that around.
Oh no, that was.
I heard too that Space Force. I think you're up to 45 to join Space Force.
That was their plan all along. They're gonna make us. They're gonna pretend to make us healthy and make us join.
Space Force is going to be people sitting behind joysticks. You know what I mean? Like not everybody's going to go on rocket ships. It's going to be flying space drones.
Well, I can't go to war because I was already drafted by the Salvation Army.
There you go.
Very good. Very good.
You guys
All right,
need
Craig.
to ring that bell.
All right, Craig. What's our next topic?
So moving on to May of 2024. These are still topics that we had. So this is the biggest one that we had for our show. Associated Press. 706 people named Kyle all gathered together in Kyle, Texas, to try the world's biggest gathering of Kyles.
That is the most Reddit thing I've ever heard.
And there was the Josh fight years ago.
Oh, the Josh fight! I remember that.
What's the record?
the Josh fight?
What did they set the record?
Yeah, they all got together and they had like a water balloon fight. Like, get the fuck out of here.
You wanted bloodshed.
The last man standing.
Yeah, I want.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just have them
and
fight
Mason.
1-on-1. Last man standing gets the right to keep the name of Kyle.
Well, I mean,
That's what I do.
I'm pretty sure
Everyone
Kyle
else has to
Rittenhouse would
change.
win that.
There could
It's
be
a
only one.
calamity.
Yeah, winner gets to fight Kyle Rittenhouse.
Calamity. Come on now.
Where's
Help
the
me out
drums?
here, guys.
Where are the drums?
Come on.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know anybody named Kyle.
It was a calamity. Oh, sorry.
I just said that.
I know. That's
Oh, now you're.
I know,
now,
that's what
now
made it funnier.
everybody's applauding.
So I believe this takes care of May, and yeah, I'm gonna probably need help counting past 10 because it's more fingers than I have. All right, moving on to June. Everyone remembers this one from Rolling Stone, biggest
God.
star.
So timely.
Right.
Moving on.
Everyone was
Moving
talking about
on.
the hot tour.
You guys are all just butt sore because you lost money on her coin. That's what this is.
Honestly,
I can't
my whole
believe
thought
she did
process.
that.
My whole thought process when she came out with a coin and everybody fell for it again is who's still falling for this? And on top of that, this is a girl who got famous for talking about sexual stuff, and y'all believe her for a fucking coin. Like, come on, man. We've seen it countless times. Anytime a YouTuber or any social media influencer peddles virtual currency, it's a pump and dump scheme. That's all it is.
Yep.
I'm shocked that
Evidently spitting on that thing
Who could've
means your
seen that?
wallet.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still back, baby. I remember when people were like memeing. They're like, "I swear to God, she's gonna have a show called Talk to Her," and then when they announced that they're like, "I'm done."
Yep.
Then they announced it was like the #2 podcast and stuff after she signed with like Logan Paul and everything and stuff. And my
Humanity
immediate
needs
thought
a
was,
reset bad.
my immediate thought was, I don't think there's that many people watching her. I think this just confirms that Logan Paul uses bots.
Yeah.
Well, I feel
I
like
think that this girl is probably pretty nice, and I don't think she's too intelligent. I think like I think she didn't expect this, and like other people like make a podcast, make a coin.
Listen,
and she was probably like,
listen,
I was just-
Haktua has 2 brain cells, both fighting for third.
Right. I kind of don't blame her, and I kind of blame like her puppet masters, but at the same time, why'd you spend money on anything that she had anything to do?
She started off like trying to do charity and everything. I'm like, okay, at least she's using her powers for good type thing, and then it just went. Psh.
Yeah,
But what-
oral skills.
What am I going to get out of her podcast? I'm going to listen to Hawk to a Girl for an hour. What am I going to listen to? Oh, I love her insights on Ukraine. It's just, I never thought
Listen,
about
I don't even want to listen to celebrities talking about politics. Like, you know, I don't care if you're an athlete, play the fucking game, get the politics out of there. I'm watching sports just so I stopped watching sports completely because they started every single sport had to shove it down your throat, and I'm like, I love sports, but not to the point where I'm going to listen to
the same
this.
thing to shove it down your throat. It's really fun.
Yeah. Well, Hawk Tua, you got spit on that thing.
Right.
Oh,
And I'm over here like I was a huge Celtics fan and stuff, and of course, okay, happy they won the last championship and stuff. Did I watch a single game? Fuck no.
Hey,
Pardon my
hey,
French.
make
Well-
sure that you fund that real estate scam. Yeah, make sure you refund that. Yeah.
For me, the
I was
highlight
on
of the
Saturday Night Live. If I was on Saturday Night Live, I would do a Hawk Tua skit. It was like I would spoof on her podcast, and it would be like, "Oh, so what do you think about the Ukraine? Spit on that thing." Oh, okay. what are your thoughts about Elon Musk and Dodge? Spit on that thing, and like every laugh would just get less and less until people just like you get that Sandman from the Apollo Theater just sweep around in the stage.
So she's at John. You're saying she's at 14 minutes and 59 seconds of her Andy Warhol 15 minutes of fame. All right. All right, Craig. What was next?
Okay, so moving on to July.
Before you get too
Yep,
far
yep,
into
yep,
the next
yep.
one, I gotta take off. But thank you so much for having me. Always a pleasure to see you guys.
Have a
good one.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Don't tell me what kind of New Year to have. You're not the boss of me.
It's a miserable New Year.
Humbug.
Okay, so moving on to July. This one came from
What a
CBS News.
turnaround.
Yeah.
What a turnaround between topics.
Sit on that thing.
Spit on that thing. The president assassinated. Or almost assassinated.
July was the month where they tried to take him out. Tried to shoot
And
him.
here's the thing that
God, it feels-
I can't get over. The news would not go to any of his rallies, but all of a sudden, every single news station was there. Never forget, they wanted
All
to
of them
see,
showed up.
they wanted every person to see their candidate gets shot on live television.
Yeah.
I swear that it was like just yesterday. I did not. That was in July.
Yep.
Oh my god. It's
I'm
been
telling
such
you,
a-
it's
That's probably the third attempt that was like yesterday.
time is crazy like that. Like it's
Oh
it's
my
really
God.
hard to believe, but did you know that 3 years ago was 4 years ago?
I hate
Crazy.
this. I hate time.
So regardless of whether or not you voted for Mr. Trump, as an American, you have to realize that he is going to go down as a historical figure, inextricably linked to our history. It is an amazing the adventure of Donald Trump, from his early career, the first term, everything has happened. It is crazier than anything they could write in a movie. The comeback story, all the lawfare, the turnaround of his fortunes.
How they tried to weaponize social media against him.
Yeah, and
against all of us.
But the thing is, whenever they come out with a movie, you need to keep in mind history is written by the victors and stuff. So it really depends on how this all unfolds. You know, we know what really happened and stuff, but you know, if the left has their way and stuff, we know how they're going to paint him.
Trump has he's got to come into office like a Grim Reaper with a scythe and just start. I want like Board of Education gone, FBI gone, CIA.
Oh, my favorite argument is those Board of Education people. They're like, well, if we don't have a Board of Education, we'll slide even further. Before the Board of Education, we were ranked number one in the world for our education. We're currently ranked 43rd or some shit like that.
I hate teachers.
All right, they don't care about teaching and stuff. Their teachers' unions on top of that are equally as bad and stuff because they make sure that anyone who's a bad teacher still retains their job. They just get transferred from school to school. So instead of getting someone in who will actually teach the children,
it would be one thing if the kids were coming out of 12th grade and they can make change, but they can't.
All right. So I live in Massachusetts. There's this thing called the MCAS. All right, Massachusetts Comprehensive Assessment Test or Assessment Standards, I believe it stood for, and it was the last thing that was a requirement to graduate high school, which, mind you, you had to take it in like 10th grade. If you fail, you take it back in the 11th, but you cannot graduate high school without passing that test. They voted to get rid of that test in Massachusetts this year and stuff. It was the last standard. And mind you, I'm like, these people already can't read and write. Like, I basically said as soon as I saw that article, I'm like, anyone who graduates from Massachusetts should be questioned whenever it comes to any further education, jobs, anything else like that, because you can't trust their high school diploma to say, I actually know basic arithmetic and English.
I never met a group of people that want to be patted on the back for doing such a lousy job like school teachers. You know, all my family members that like, it's the hardest job. It's like, okay, can you kids make change? Can your kids point to any state on the map? What do your kids know? They know nothing. So I don't want to hear about your hard job. My job may be hard, but if I flip that light switch and the lights don't go on, I'm an asshole. You know, at the end of the day, the lights got to go. It doesn't matter how much I complain. The lights got to go on. School teacher.
The only reason it's hard for them now is because they can't do anything. If your kid's acting out in class, they can't do anything.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, it's a combination of the parents and everything else as well and stuff. Don't get me wrong. The parents used to drag our asses back into school if we try to skip. But there's also the problem that they're not really trying to teach either and stuff, because you could literally private school your young one before the first grade. They could be in kindergarten and literally go into the public school. You could teach them things at home. And there's been cases where a kindergartner who's been taught by their parents in his or her free time, goes into kindergarten, and the kindergarten teachers are going to the parents, you need to stop doing that and stuff. He's too smart for my class and stuff, and he's testing at a third grade level.
What? That's
like, so you're sitting here telling me that these kids can learn everything that they need to and stuff in a faster amount of time and stuff with just a couple hours a day?
Yeah.
They're sitting in these schools for 6 to 8 hours. What are you doing?
They're listening to the teacher tell the other kids, the other 20 kids, to pipe down and be quiet. Hey,
Yeah.
Justin, the lights almost went out for Donald Trump in July of this year. When you heard about the shooting, what was your first reaction? What did you think was going to happen? What was your recollection?
I was in a store. I was in the Burlington Coat Factory, actually.
In July? In July? What the hell?
I don't know
Whoa,
why.
whoa.
the hell?
Everybody pipe down for a second. If you're not buying your winter coats in the summer, you're a damn fool.
I've been doing it wrong this whole time.
And then I got a text from my friend Damien, and he said, "I can't believe they tried to kill him." I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then, then I went on the internet, searched it, and then saw that they try to take out Trump. So that's when I heard it. I remember it. And then I came outside the store, and there was this Mexican dude. He was like, "Mango?" I was like, "What?" No, I agree. I never seen a guy
try to
selling
rewrite
mangoes
the history
outside.
too, and they were like, it wasn't a bullet and all that other stuff. Meanwhile, I had my former neighbor. I still would visit her every now and then when I moved over here because I like to play with her dogs and everything.
That's what is that slang for something?
No, like her dogs are awesome and stuff. They're
Yeah,
really
hell
good
yeah.
dogs, and I'd like to play fetch with them and stuff. But anyways,
Play
about
with
a month
those
ago, I
dogs.
stopped visiting because, we were talking. Now I know she's a leftist, but I thought she was more understanding and stuff because her and I never really argued and stuff. We just kind of stated our opinions and left it at that. But the subject of Trump came on and stuff, and I was like, the world could be a better place, if such and such happened. And she's like, well, no, the world could be a better place if the shooter didn't miss. And I'm like, excuse me?
Whew.
Yeah, I don't talk to her anymore.
JP, let's just imagine I come up to you and I tell you a story. And I basically tell the story of Donald Trump from January 2021 up until November 2024. And I'm pitching it as a story for maybe a movie, for a novel. Would you call that believable or unbelievable?
No,
what will be your
absolutely
take on it just from the standpoint of a story?
I mean, I think the one thing that everybody from every stripe, every political creed can agree on is that it is cosmically absurd, the entire story.
Yep.
Like it's just, it's so ridiculous. Like it feels like we've bent into an alternate reality that this is our best option. Like, even if you agree with him, even if you vote for him, it's so absurd that we've become a universe of let's call it intellectual rhetorical midgets. That is our best option. That is so absurd, and I'm conceding that it is our best option.
Can I say something? I got to go to bed. I got to wake up for work. I'm working.
I have to go do the gutter.
I
I
just want to say, I want Trump to come in with his new cabinet, and I want him to prosecute everybody. I want him to reveal the Epstein files. I want him to open up the CIA. I want everything to become public. I want to see Nancy Pelosi dragged, perp walked into jail, like not a kangaroo court. I want there to be the evidence presented so that everybody in America can be like, oh my God, they are criminals. I want him to do this so much that ordinary Democrats are embarrassed to admit that they're Democrats.
Here's the thing. I want it even
that would
further
be
than that. Judges, councilmen, all that and stuff, local, state level, all of that, because the whole system has been corrupt for a while. I want all of it to go nuclear.
Yeah.
John, that would be a heroic tale.
Yes.
Have a great night.
John, I love you, and I love how every
John.
time I talk to you, I love how John, every
Like
time
the
I talk to you, it
PJs,
sounds
but-
like you're introducing the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Do the Mario. But yeah, I got to get out of here too. I got the gutter
Sorry I
here in a
wasn't here
little bit.
earlier, but we were drinking to the patriarchy.
Yo, just real quick, I gotta head out, guys. I want to do some work, but thank you guys so much for having me.
See you in 2025, sir.
Vaughn,
Thank
I
you.
know you're too young for beer. You could have had chocolate milk with us.
There you go. There you go.
Good night, everybody. I gotta
Take
go
care,
to bed.
everybody.
See ya.
All right, JP.
Hi, John. Bye,
I'll dip into the gutter later. Good to see you. Okay, so I just think it's wild. I think Trump is going to be like Andrew Jackson. He might be the fifth head on Mount Rushmore. It's just going to be wild. The tale is still yet to be told. Looking forward to 2025 and the new golden age.
It's sad to me how corrupt it's been that a politician can run the business of America better and stuff, because that a businessman can run the country better because politicians care only about their pockets instead of the people they're supposed to be serving. It's sad that we've gotten to this point.
But is Greenland going to be one state, or are they going to carve it up into a couple states? We'll figure that out in 2025.
Right.
What's the next news
Okay,
item?
so moving on to August now. August of 2024, the biggest story for
Oh my
August.
God, I hate her so much.
Done.
Yes.
No,
yes,
I
yes.
thought I was gonna end the year without ever hearing about her again. I hate her so much.
Yes. So yes, Ray Gunn was in the B-girl scene in Australia, and again, I'm not entirely sure how it all went down. Some people say it was legit, some say it was rigged, but through the breakdancing circuit, got a nomination to go attend the Olympics. At which point, when she hit the stage, it became so hysterical and comical that the Olympics has said that they are not bringing the breakdancing event back.
Well, according to Sydney Watson, she's going like scorched earth on anybody that's made fun of her.
Yes.
And evidently she's very well connected, so people are
Oh,
leaning
so she's
towards
a
the whole
spoiled
thing
hedge
being
fund
rigged.
child.
Yeah. People are
Well,
leaning
here's the
towards it
thing.
being rigged,
Here's the thing. Controversial take. I think she belonged in the Olympics. Not controversial take. I think she belonged in the Special Olympics. I think she just got the wrong Olympics.
So are you saying she killed the sport of breakdancing as an Olympic class sport?
Yes. Yep.
She broke dancing.
So is this like is it possible that this is some 4D level chess? Like a cabal of people wanted to get breakdancing removed and she was their tool? What's going on here?
Well, no, see this thing, because the other people, the other competitors were actually really good. Like she was the only one that it was ridiculous. It
She got
was
0
amateur
points.
hour. Yeah, she got 0 points.
But she did do a
Which is
mean
still more
kangaroo,
than
though.
she deserved.
I thought it was a joke. Like when I first saw it, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, nah, that can't be real. Like you see shit like real breakdancing and it's like intense, right? And I'm looking at her like that's not even close. That can't be real.
The Olympics has a history of this. So like ski hills, mogul hills. There was one competitor who made it in because she never disqualified. So she would just make it down the run successfully, and just
I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that. I laughed so hard. Everybody else got disqualified, so she automatically got the selection.
That's right. She wouldn't jump any moguls. She would just ski down the hill.
But you know what? I have a plan to fix the Olympics. All right, this is a real easy plan. You get the best athletes in the world in each sport, right? And then you pick a random Joe from the stands to see what it's like for the random person, just a regular schmuck going up against these Olympic athletes to see how good they really are.
So question, if you take her breakdancing, her moves and her style and all that, and you just like sped it up, would it have been good?
No.
I saw this AI gymnastics routine video where the AI just couldn't get it right. It was just so bad. And I'm like, yeah, still better than Ray Gunn.
Yep.
Justin, when you were a young skateboarder, did you break dance as well?
Young skateboarder. Could barely walk and chew gum.
He's like, last time I tried, I choked.
All right.
I can't do a windmill.
No
Are we
windmills.
up to August? I
Do a backflip.
Okay. All right.
You
So
did
what?
kangaroo hop? Yeah.
So now we're getting down to the final 4 months: September, October, November.
Ugh.
The last 4 months of 2024. We're almost there.
All righty.
So
Oh.
in September,
Oh.
yes, Sean Diddy Combs was arrested for his freak-offs at the center of a sex trafficking racketeering charge. So along the lines of Epstein, they believe he was taking celebrities, having these big parties, and then offering them to come back and exploiting them and recording them sexually. So again, he could use it against him for future.
Justin Bieber.
You know what
So
I mean?
as we talk about this, we have to be very careful to use allegedly. So I
Yes.
preface everything with the word allegedly.
Yes.
You know what I think is the most ironic situation about this and stuff is that it basically outed La Bum La Choke James. When asked about the P. Diddy situation and stuff, he literally said live on an interview, he goes, "I'm gonna wait until I find out what they know."
Oh my god.
Basically, just outed himself. You know.
Why would-
So did he flee to England like Ellen DeGeneres style? Did he flee to England? LeBron James.
No. Did he?
As far as I know, no.
I don't think he did.
All right.
Not yet.
Oh, Vulcan. I call him LeChoke James for two different reasons. One, he can't win a championship without being a super team. And two, we all know he chokes on dick.
Oh my god.
So
allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah.
So Missy, do you think he was part of an intelligence? Do you think he was part of an intelligence agency getting blackmail, or do you think it was just like Democratic Party politics getting blackmail? What's your take?
Ooh. Could be a mix of both. When you know people in Hollywood, everyone's got so much shit on each other. They have basically, anything ever happens to them, their lawyers will release shit. So I don't know, man. I think it could be a bit of both. I mean, these people are just insane enough to do that.
I think there's a large portion that basically they knew that in order to get the exposure they needed, in order to become a celebrity, they had to do certain things they may or may not have wanted to do. And it's not just celebrities, we're talking politicians and all of this. They needed some sort of form of blackmail to get them to do their bidding. And between Epstein and Diddy, allegedly they got all the blackmail they need, which is why you see all these rhinos in office as well.
Yeah. It's yeah.
So yeah.
It's a dark thing.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got next?
Yeah. So what month am I?
Well, the thing is I got white mail and I got a nice greeting. Last time I got blackmail and stuff, I got mugged and robbed.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But be careful what situations you get yourself into, I guess, is the moral of that one. So the next one, again, I've kind of lost track of which month I'm in. I believe I'm in October for this one.
September.
Okay.
I think
it's October.
I'm in October. Yeah.
Because this was right before the election.
Oh, yeah.
So SpaceX pulled off an unprecedented feat by grabbing a descending rocket with mechanical arms. So again, as much fun as it was watching those Falcon rockets come in and land vertical, there was always a risk of them tipping over, which is millions of dollars. It destroys and it's exploded. So Elon and his team found a way to send out arms and catch these rockets as they come in. Very cool.
Yeah, Bunny, remember back in the good old days, we would just have the booster rockets crash in the ocean. Wasn't that a pure America?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I think one of the more impressive feats isn't just the fact that they caught it, but those flames coming from that rocket are so freaking hot, and the fact that those arms can withstand that heat and not just absolutely incinerate and melt is another marvel to me and stuff, that I don't think a lot of people think of, because it doesn't take much for a lot of things,
Well,
Missy, when the rockets re-entering the Earth's atmosphere before the jets turn on to slow the descent, does it make it cooler to know that it's traveling at half the speed of sound?
Yeah, it does. I would say yes. Hands down.
I do not get bored watching watching this footage. I think it's a feat of it's a miracle of engineering, and it feels good to know that for the first time in a long time, America is 10 years ahead of the Russians and the Chinese on something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Chris isn't here, but he lives close enough that he could be setting up a YouTube channel and recording this stuff and uploading it. And he'd probably make a YouTube channel that would blow all of us away numbers wise. But I just find it amazing that these things are the size of a skyscraper, like a 20-story skyscraper, coming in and then being captured like by the. It's just mind blowing.
It's wild. Belmont.
My question is,
Belmont. Is it more impressive if you're someone who can't parallel park, or is it equally impressive?
I don't know, my mom can't parallel park.
All right, what's next?
Yeah, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I was wondering, like, there's no way it's 100% human landing and stuff, in my opinion. But at the same time, you can't rely on GPS and AI to land it either. Like, it's got to be some sort of combination of both, because it's so precise, and it requires just like, I imagine it's like a centimeter the wrong at any way could make it go wrong.
Elon would be the one to ask. He hires. He's got quite the brain trust working for him. So
yeah, because he goes with meritocracy.
Yes. All right. So our last two final stories for 2024 coming up. So take a wild guess what November's top story is going to be.
Election.
Kamala being a McDonald's employee.
Right. So I took this one from the BBC, but yeah, Trump wins super majority at 312 when you only need 270. Yeah, completely blows away. Won every single one of the supposed swing states, every one of them.
So Craig, remember the week before the election, how scared you were?
Yes, I do. And you kept telling me that don't worry, they're not going to take it. But I was like, nah, they're going to steal it again.
It's okay. I was the same way. I was like, I prepared myself for a loss. I'm like, just gonna suck it up and deal with it. I'm gonna accept the worst.
Well, I was worried until the Amish started voting.
Amish saved
My only thing
the
I
country.
don't like is it took 3 weeks for a lot of places and stuff to count all the votes. It doesn't take that long to count votes.
Because they were still trying
and every time it went past 3 weeks, they all wound up Democrat. Isn't that amazing?
Oh yeah, it always does. They always find votes for Democrats and stuff. We know they're stealing seats, and it's so funny to me because after this, all right, a whole bunch of leftists started screaming, we need to get rid of the electoral college and go back to the popular vote. Well, first of all, the reason the electoral college is there, so California and New York don't dictate how the rest of the country runs.
But they can't
if
say
you
a
need me to
popular
explain
vote
that,
now.
then you need to go back to school. Second of all, Trump still won the popular vote.
Yeah.
And third of all, the only reason you're saying that is so you can get more mail-in ballots that are illegal, by the way, to get as many votes as you can to circumvent any president elect.
Weird how 19 million voters decided not to turn up this election.
Yeah, it just evaporated.
It's almost as if there was some fraud last time.
Well, let me put it like this, and I'm going to say it here so you guys know. If I ever pass away, please, God, don't let me vote Democrat.
All right. Well, I think many of us are looking forward to what promises to be a new golden age. Cannot wait to see what happens with Panama, Canada, with Greenland. We got a $35 trillion. What's that?
We're gonna save Canada.
That's right. Got a $35 trillion.
How can it be mutually beneficial? Other than you might never see a Republican president ever again. I don't mean to disparage Canada, but even they're saying that you might.
It'd be a super blue state.
Well,
Governor Trudeau.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna make like 13 states out of Greenland, and they'll all vote the right way, and it'll counterbalance Canada.
Yeah,
there we go.
All right. So interesting time to be alive. Interesting time to be alive.
One left for December.
All right.
Our month, biggest topic we have for this month is the surprise. I will not interfere with the judicial system. What was that one quote that everyone they kept trying to throw in? He kept trying to throw.
No one's above the law.
No one is above the law. Right? Nobody is above the law.
Except Hunter Biden.
There you go. Yes.
Well, let's not forget, this is not where he stopped either. He started giving preemptive pardons to so many people and stuff, and I'm looking at it like, if they didn't do anything wrong, why do they need preemptive pardons?
There were 40 people on
Yeah,
death
I
row,
think
and he
he
pardoned 37
pardoned
of them.
Satan. I'm pretty sure he pardoned Satan the other day. Yeah.
No, that was just his left ass cheek.
Oh, okay, got you. Yep.
They said he didn't lie. He changed his mind.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Listen,
So
if I had a chance
Belmont.
to meet Biden and just ask him one question, my only question would be, does your ass ever get jealous of the amount of shit that comes out of your mouth?
Belmont, as a legal scholar, can you advise on the efficacy of him pardoning himself? Can he do it? Will he do it?
I don't think he'll do it, and I don't think Trump will prosecute him either. I think you have to have some steel balls to prosecute a former president.
Oh, you mean like they tried to prosecute him?
Yeah.
Well, I think they did a good job establishing executive privilege. So I don't think I could go after Biden right now at this point.
It was Kamala's cocaine, not Hunter. He always gets the, he gets it's always his fault.
He gets blamed. Missy, what do you think about Hunter's paintings? Are they good?
I think I saw them once, but I'm pretty sure I wiped it from my memory. So
I've never seen a Hunter Biden painting.
I don't think so.
Well, he
It
does
was
a lot
long
of
time
finger
ago.
painting with his own waist, and so.
He
I heard about that.
He has a feces painting that went for like 10 million, where he literally drew with his own shit.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Money
like a
laundering
normal,
101.
contemporary artist?
It beats a banana and duct tape.
There you go.
I mean, the banana and duct tape at least provides nutritional value.
For a limited time.
All right. I think it's all money laundering. That's what I think.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course
Well,
it is.
we're coming down to we're actually hitting the home stretch here. So Bunny, what are your plans for 2025? What should people watch out for?
Well, I'm 8 pages out from finishing my first book. And then I'll be seeking the publishing part of it. And I'm also working. I have my first published work is about to go to print, and that is the Out of Obscurity project. That's going to be going to print shortly. If you've got one of those,
Nice.
Congratulations! It's going to be a very limited print run. And then I have 3 scripts currently put to bed, and I have 4 other ones that I'm currently working on for other people. And so I basically just writing my little white butt off, and you'll be hearing from me sometime in the next couple years, whenever these projects finally get, see the light of day.
Very
So,
good.
I'm doing an awful lot right now that's kind of up in the air. And if it ever lands, everybody's going to think, when did this dude have the time to do all this? Because everything's everything I finish is being delayed, and just like, so I expect everything to come up all at once, with my name on it, and everybody's going to be like, that dude is everywhere all of a sudden,
Nice.
Kind of like
All right.
pulling a Mike Barron, I guess, but
Love
that's
Mike
in the
Barron.
works.
So hit up Craig when you're on the promo circuit. Justin, we all look forward to your new adventure as a father, and we are looking forward to Pencils Down. Thank you for everything you do in terms of hanging out in the chat and helping us promote the show. And what was the next book you're going to be? What's the next book after Pencils Down? What did you say you were going to be doing?
Smokes 2. Still in the works. Hopefully my artist Lee Oakes can continue working on that project. And tomorrow, Pencils Down closes at midnight. I'm gonna have a birthday stream, which just happens to land on my birthday. I actually didn't even plan that out, and it somehow landed.
Nice.
So I'm gonna have the Belmont's birthday bash at 9:30 Eastern on my channel, Belmont Press Comics. If anybody wants to join, hit me up. I'll send you the link.
Are you still
Should
going
be a
to,
good
when
time.
the baby's here, are you still going to do the Man Cave show as well?
I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna have time at first to do anything like that. I don't know for how long until everything, I get the hang of things. We're gonna take like a class because I don't know what the hell I'm doing with a baby. You know what I mean?
You'll never be prepared. My
Yeah, it's like a
sister was
delivery
yeah, I can
class.
do it.
which end is
Oh,
up?
delivery class.
Yeah,
Oh,
which end is up is important.
just watch a bunch of videos. That's as prepared
Yeah,
as
I'm
you'll
worried
ever
about
be.
vaccinations is my main concern.
You have the
Yeah,
option
obviously.
to say no to everything, and you're able to make a plan beforehand and give it to them. So just got to be very stern.
Yeah, they're just like pull out a syringe, like, oh yeah, you ready for that? I'm like, what? What you doing? You ain't gonna do that.
I'd also look into, the public schools and stuff, because some states have made it where they can force vaccinate your children against your will.
Oh, jeez.
So just be careful with that.
All sorts of fun.
And Missy, I look forward to reading your comic. I got the
Thank you.
PDF, and then when will you be making the rounds to promote the second issue?
Oh, geez. So I this Sunday I'm actually going to be doing like a 2025 planning stream around 1 p.m. Eastern, and that's when I'm going to figure it out because I'm hoping to start announcing and signups and stuff probably around June and July, and then hopefully have a launch by October. I'm trying to give myself a little bit more breathing room this time to avoid any potential life happenings that happened last minute the past 6 months with me. So I would say watch out for June, July for book 2 announcements for the Pumpkin Prince.
Very good, very good. And Lambus, we've been putting your links in the chat. Look forward to seeing what other merch you'll be putting out there, and I will certainly check out your lo-fi channel, so I've got something to listen to at work.
Speaking of lo-fi, I forgot to mention, I also have a second lo-fi, which is on Spotify, and our 7th album, I want to say. Love and Lo-Fi releases on January 27th, and that is going to be our Valentine's Day lo-fi album. It's going to have 30 tracks.
Nice. Craig, I know you're getting ready. You're beginning to wind up for issue 5.
Yes.
When do you think that will be? Do you think that'll be launching in 2025? What do you think?
So for me, all I need is like 5 pages of art and a cover. So it's just a question of if I got to get in touch with Gonzalo in January, and his thing was he wanted to do his comic and his campaign first, and I know he was working on his comic. I don't know how far along he is with that. I don't know if he's willing to just stop working on that and jump back in Soltac, or if his intent is to complete that campaign. So that's the big conversation I got to have with my artist. So.
I would let it work in your favor to the extent that just spend more time spreading the word about Soltac and getting more readers on 1 through 4. So you've got kind of get more momentum when you're ready to launch. That'd be my
I should. I mean, I'm terrible for promoting my books. Like I should definitely close the campaign and generate excitement and bring it back, because I do have the overprint that I could sell. So it's something to think about.
All right. Well, everybody,
but your promotion's like, I'm a book, eh?
Well, everybody who hung out with us, thanks for going over Christmas and the news of last year, and our plans for the new year. Thank you to everybody who helps kick off their weekends by hanging out with us on the Friday nights here. Look forward to everything that 2025 promises to bring.
Yes.
All right, Craig, do you have something zany as an outro?
Yeah, so again, I had to do the family thing, so I didn't create anything new, but I did bring back that Friday night's Christmas outro that we had last year. I figured I was going to recycle that and play that again one last time, get some more mileage out of it. So here we go. It's 12 minutes long. It's up to you if you choose to stick around. Well, we will be in the back room after, but it is 12 minutes long. But with that said, the next Friday nights is in January 2025. And like you said, our first guest, kicking it off is Richard Embry. So there we go.
Nice.
Friday nights. Here we go again. Another exciting year ahead of us. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. Hold on, I just got to get this.
Max, I heard there's a song about me. Why don't you put it on?
Uh-oh. Everyone's leaving.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
That's me.
You're a fugly piece of shit.
What?
You bring bendy straws to bathrooms because you like the taste of piss, Mr. Grinch.
No. No, I don't. Max?
I wouldn't suck your dick if it was dipped in honey and could cure cancer.
Jesus Christ, who wrote this? Who wrote this song, Max?
Also, you have no dick.
Stop. Stop the song.
I can't.
Max?
No, I can't.
Stop. Just stop the song. Hit stop.
It's broken.
What's broken?
It's jammed. I don't know what you want me to do.
Just, turn it down.
I'm a dog.
Max?
You're a dipshit, Mr. Grinch.
Okay.
Even babies want you dead.
Wow.
You've never brought home a woman because you're scared you'll wet the bed, Mr. Grinch.
I wish they weren't so good at rhyming.
The 3 words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote. Bitch.
I'm not.
Dumpster. Bitch.
No. This is not how it goes. I knew they changed it, but I thought it'd be like a key change or maybe like a solo or something. But this is degrading. This hurts.
Pretty detailed, yeah.
What happened to the alligator part? I actually liked that part. It was kind of funny.
Oh, it's a crocodile.
No, it was an alligator.
No, it's crocodile.
Was it a crocodile?
Yeah, it's sea crocodile, yeah.
Oh.
You're poor, Mr. Grinch.
You didn't leave a stone unturned.
You can't afford the bus.
Lower middle class, man.
You're deathly allergic to tree nuts, and your exact address is this, Mr. Grinch.
No.
1482 Mount Crumpet Boulevard.
Holy shit.
Woodville, Michigan.
That's my address. What are you gonna do?
I mailed your bitch ass a bag of nuts.
This is a song that kids sing? Every year they sing this, like around the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
A song that says bitch. It has said bitch like 3 times.
Yeah, that's too much, yeah.
They know I gave the presents back, right? Like at the end of the movie, I gave them back. I'm a good guy now. I go to church.
Yeah, I believe you.
Oh, there's the solo. Yeah, actually a really cool solo. Wow. Shame about the rest of the song.
That's just a dress that you are inbred.
I'm fucked.
Mr. Grinch.
This feels bad.
You don't know how to read.
This feels really bad.
I cannot stress enough how much you love to suck down pee, Mr. Grinch. According to an anonymous poll with a sample size of over 3,000 Who's who were asked to rank you on a scale from 1 to 100,
Mr. Grinch?
based on traits such as likability, general odor, and physical attractiveness, the highest number we got was 3.
What's wrong, Mr. Grinch?
You ever feel like no matter how hard you try, people will always see you as your past self, just as this one thing, one unchangeable thing?
Like a dog?
I guess no matter what, I'll always be a big green monster.
thought you were gray.
No, I'm green.
Oh.
You didn't know that? Oh, dog. That's right.
I love you, Mr. Grinch.
I love you too, Max. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I crave. I don't care about the beast man lurking in the Christmas cave. I don't need to hang out with Trapjaw. That guy's always been kind of a dick. Evelyn won't make me happy. In fact, she really makes me sick. I just want you for my own, a place where I can rest my bones, make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is Castle Grayskull. He-Man!
Yes, Skeletor, what is it this time?
Oh, hey, He-Man, I'm just wondering if you could hand over the keys to Castle Grayskull?
No!
Ah, man!
I'm glad you suggested going hunting, Larry. Being out here among these snow-covered pines really puts me in the holiday spirit.
Yeah, Blake, there's nothing more Christmassy than walking through the woods with a rifle. How about a couple sips to warm up?
Sure, a couple of sips couldn't hurt. What do you know? Turns out it only had a couple of sips in it.
Get her done.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, Blake, we just bagged us Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
It can't be. Oh, we just shot Rudolph, man. He's beloved by children the world over. People are going to hate me. They're going to burn my records. They're going to take away my chair.
Keep it together, Blake. Nobody's going to take your chair, you hear me? Nobody's ever even going to know this happened. Now help me start digging.
Rudolph, where are you? We must continue on our journey. What?
Oh, my God. What did we do?
What we had to do. No witnesses. Now keep digging.
Hermie, Rudolph, it's time for some hot chocolate. What?
Oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God.
Come on.
Christmas Town's a nice place, isn't it? What's the matter, friends? Haven't you ever seen a talking snowman?
I thought this would come in handy. At least we ain't got to dig no hole for that one.
Oh, my God. Where'd they all come from? Look, it's Santa's castle.
Let's get her done.
Wait, no! Oh, thank God. It was just a dream.
You've been a naughty boy, Shelton. Oh, oh, oh.
Now is my time to shine. Ba-rum-pa-bum-bum. Castle Grayskull will be mine. Ba-rum-pa-bum-bum. Evelyn and I will dine. Ba-rum-pa-bum-bum. On battle cat scones and Norco ice cream cones atop your bones that we built into thrones.
He-Man is finally here. Ba-rum-pa-pum-pum.
No!
My friend Man in Arms has a really cute bum. I'd like to take him to my room and cover him in kisses.
I can't do this.
Disregard everything I just said. Please don't tell the missus where my fist is, but have a Merry Christmas.
Oh, great a gay joke, those have never been done. Sarcasm. Whose dog creature is this? If nobody claims this, I'm going to have to get it euthanized. Just let me know, or into the trash can it goes.
All right, Snoopy. We got the enemy positions. Let's turn back and report what we saw.
They're sleeping.
What?
The Jerrys! The blankets are on! They're sleeping, Charlie Brown! Get the mustard gas.
The mustard gas?
Did I stutter?
They're asleep!
They're about to be awake. Now, Charlie Brown!
That was wrong! That was wrong!
We're heroes! We're heroes! Boy, you let them get behind us! Do your goddamn job, Charlie Brown!
1990 climbing right wing. That was incredible!
We're not done yet.
What are you doing? He's defenseless!
He's the enemy! You think he's just gonna hit the ground and stop being a soldier? Do you?
Please, Snoopy, please! He's just a kid!
Take it up with the Kaiser.
Oh God, no! No, you can't! Stop it, Snoopy! Stop it, get off him! Bad! Oh my God, what did you do to him? Oh, it's just a game! Someone help! Where are the adults? Someone, anyone, for the love of God! Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, they're gonna have to put you down, Snoopy! You're gonna be dead soon!
Can do this. Feliz, no, that's not it. Feliz Navidad. Ah! Feliz Navidad. Amen. Feliz Navidad. I don't know the words. Oh. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Beastman. Feliz Navidad. Rabadon, something Spanish. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I don't have a heart. Feliz Navidad. No, seriously, I don't have organs. Feliz Navidad. This is just all bones. Feliz Navidad. But somehow I have muscles.